First United, we're celebrating 10 years of serving at Beachside Elementary School, and we're grateful for the amazing team of First United volunteers who faithfully demonstrate God's love and care. Let's hear now from some of our Beachside team and members of the school staff.
Hi, I'm Lisa Stacy, and these are my boys.
Our apprentices, Cody, Caden.
We started working with the Beachside Elementary team a few years ago and are excited to be celebrating our 10-year anniversary partnership with them. So, Cody and Caden, how do you feel about helping to serve with Friday food bags?
I like meeting families and running around town. We're both good backseat drivers and navigators. I'm also building muscles, carrying all those heavy grocery bags in the process. It's a fun way to get my exercise in.
So what do you think about their 5th grade end of school barbecue?
It's fun to create assembly line for food prep and make the process more efficient.
I also try and encourage the kids to eat healthy by making sure I offer everyone an orange. It's my personal conquest. I know their moms would be happy.
I also like to provide quality control, example, Chef Scott cooking and make up treats.
They are the best.
How about Super Serve Sunday at Beachside with laundry baskets, making Valentine's Day cards for teachers, and sprucing up the outside?
It's such a fun day, but I especially love working outside with our friends.
We have a pretty good system for picking up trash.
I like spraying the mulch. Someday, I'd like to try leaf blowing and power washing.
Bring on the power tools.
So, Mom, why do you serve on Beachside Elementary team?
I love that something we can all participate in as a family. It's a really rewarding activity, and I hope that ultimately it teaches us to be even more appreciative, thankful, and grateful in life.
Why do you think our church partnership is important?
I believe our partnership is truly beneficial by helping not only the school kids, but also their families and the teachers and school staff. Hopefully, we're able to spread some cheer with our church support. Ultimately, I hope it helps make their day a little better by receiving necessary items such as groceries or clothes, having someone spend one-on-one time reading with them, or by being provided special items such as Christmas gifts or gift cards.
What's your favorite Beachside Elementary ministry?
That's a tough question because they're all so great, but for me, Super Serve Sunday at Beachside Elementary is definitely a highlight of the year. I enjoy shopping for laundry basket items that we provide to teachers, working outdoors with my friends and our team to help improve the landscaping. It always amazes me how quickly we can make a difference by volunteering for just a few hours. For example, this past February, we planted some new shrubs and plants in front of the school, and for the record, last time I checked, they're still looking mighty fine. I was impressed with the impact they made for the school campus, and honestly, it looks like a pretty professional job to me.
Hey, First United, I'm here at Beachside Elementary School today with Counselor Sidani Rowe. And Sidani, you work with many of the families here at the school, and I just wondered, where have you seen the effects of the partnership between the school and the church in the lives of the students and the families that you work with?
Well, Micah, you guys have done so much for us that there's a positive effect from your church throughout the school in every aspect. I can list so many programs. Like, first of all, I want to talk about the support that you provide with the food that you guys pick up and deliver to our families who don't have vehicles to come here to get it. You know, that's very impactful because we are a very transient school and we have families, lower income families who aren't able to afford to have a ride or anything like that. And you guys pick the foods up, deliver it to them. So that is my number one, you know. Also, there are so many different programs that you guys have participated in. The Christmas program, where you guys are providing families with meals. Thanksgiving program, you guys are providing families with meals, you know. You guys are really cutting the financial deficit that these families have. You guys have supported us with toys and clothes at Christmas for our students. You know, students who wouldn't necessarily have clothing or, you know, toys during the Christmas break. You guys have adopted 100 families, doing that. The kids are so excited when they get that bag of toys and clothes. You guys are providing us with shoes. You guys provide us with jackets. There's never a time that I have called and said, hey, Micah, I need this. And you haven't said, I'm going to get it for you. I want to talk about a particular story where we had a family here that a foster parent had gotten these 2 kids, and she didn't have them for long. She didn't have food for them. She didn't have clothing for them. She needed pull-ups for them. And I called you and I said, hey, Micah, I have a family that just came in and we need some support for them. And you asked me what did they need, and I told you, and within 2 days you brought the stuff here. That foster parent was so excited, she cried. I tell parents that we have support here, so they know that whatever they need, if they ask, if I can get it, they will get it. And I know that if I ask you, you won't turn me down. I mean, I could keep going about all the programs. Tell me when you want me to stop.
Well, you say that, that story is really good for us to hear, good for our church to hear, because they're not here at the school and they don't know all of the families. So we appreciate the relationship that you have with these families. And it's our pleasure, that sounds like Chick-fil-A, right? But we really mean it. It really is our pleasure.
Every year is something else. The year before we had the family that lived under the bridge, I called you and I said, hey, Micah, I need some help for this family. You came over and you helped out. The year before that, you were providing gas cards for family who were affected by the hurricane. It's always stories after stories. And people, they see a school, they see teachers, they see principal, they see students, but it's not just a school. It's a community. It's an environment that's growing. There's needs, that are never fully met. But with the support of your church and people around the community, we can always hope for the best and give the support that we can to help these families, to build them up and to help the kids realize that there are going to be times when things are bad, but there is good out there in the world that they can look forward to.
Good. And that's part of our hope, is that we can provide a little bit of reassurance, maybe, and some hope to those families who are struggling.
Yeah.
So keep calling on us, because that's why we want to that's why we want to help. We want to be here for those families. What would you say is your favorite program that First United facilitates here at Beachside?
There's so many programs, Micah. So where is my favorite? Oh my God, there's so many things. All of them are just great,
You've already mentioned quite a few, so we'll say you've answered that question.
Yeah, but this year I did something different. We wanted to work on a program to provide incentive for students, because we have students here that are like great students that do the right thing all the time and show integrity. And a lot of times those students get overlooked because, you're trying to help the students that's struggling. So the student that's doing the right thing, they get overlooked because they're expected to do the right thing. So this year, with your help, I was able to take them to SeaWorld. You guys provided money for 2 buses to take these kids to SeaWorld. They were so excited. We went yesterday. We had a wonderful time. It was hot, but they loved it, and they just kept on saying, thank you, Miss Rowe, thank you, Miss Rowe. And I said, you guys need to write thank you letters to First United Church, because it wasn't possible without them. So right now, I think that's my favorite, because the kids had such a good experience and they had smiles on their faces. And some of these kids, they'll never get this opportunity to go to a theme park. Mm-hmm. So I know that they really appreciated this.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for all that wonderful input. We really appreciate hearing from you.
Thank you, Micah, and thank you, First United. You guys have been just great. You guys have supported us. And I also want to talk about the gift cards that you guys give to the teachers. The teachers love it. They look forward to it every year. The snacks that you guys provide for us, and especially the lunches, we appreciate it so much. And we love you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks.